Morning students, morning to all. Have a nice morning. And this video is meant for the students of class 12 who are pursuing their second public exam in 2021 that will be happened or taken place. So they are on study and hopefully they will be steady on study. So this video is meant for the students of class 12, and already in two last videos that I have uploaded to you for your help, for your support in understanding the two lessons on Killing a Tree by G.F. Patel and Asleep in the Valley by Arthur Rimbaud. Hopefully you have understood those lessons. And already I have told you that if any type of confusion or you cannot understand or illegible portions are there, you may send questions in my comment box and I will solve you and deliver to you later. Okay. So without wasting time today, let's start today's video, today's lesson. And today's lesson is Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day by William Shakespeare. And it is a very beautiful poem, and it is also named as sonnet number 18 because Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets in his lifespan and 37 plays and 2 long poems. So out of 154 sonnets, his sonnets are numbered, and the very first line of the sonnets are also entitled as title of the poem. So so this sonnet number 18, or we may say so, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day by William Shakespeare. Before go into the details of the poem, let's know about William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare is a widely renowned figure in the field of English literature, and almost English literature will remain incomplete if you do not read or go through William Shakespeare, because he is a renowned poet and dramatist. He had written 37 plays and 154 sonnets and 2 long poems. Already in class 11 you have read stories of Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, As You Like It, The Comedy of Parrots, 12th Night. You have read these stories in story form, but they are actually drama. Actual form was actually, you have in class 11 read those stories and you have learned how beautifully those stories are sketched. So before starting the poem, let's learn about William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born on 23rd of April 1564 at Stratford-on-Avon in England. John Shakespeare was his father and Mary Arden was his mother. But the mystery is that little knew about Shakespeare's education. When you went through the life history of Shakespeare, we knew little about Shakespeare's education. Some said that he knew little Greek, but it is still a mystery. Whatever his literary activity started once he was punished for stealing deer. That year, 1595, his literary activity started. He joined Barber's company, a theatre group. Later his name was listed in Lord Chamberlain's company, a theatre group. And there he supplied writing plays. So, and thereby he got recognition, and in Globe Theatre was a renowned theatre hall in the contemporary time. Whatever, let's know about his literary activities. During his lifespan, he wrote 37 plays and 154 sonnets and 2 long poems. So, sonnets. Today we are going to read this sonnet, one out of 154. This sonnet number is 18. So you may say sonnet number 18, or shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Because Shakespeare's sonnets are numbered, and the very first line of the sonnet has been entitled in all sonnets as title of a poem. You may write sonnet number 18, or you may write shall I compare thee to a summer's day. Okay, so, and out of 154 sonnets, 1 to 126 sonnets are addressed to his friend, young friend, to a fair youth, and 127 to 152, these sonnets are addressed to a dark lady, and 153 and 154, these sonnets are addressed to Roman god Cupid. So, first 1 to 126 sonnets are addressed to a young friend, but first 1 to 117 sonnets are addressed to a friend to marry and live through his children. But in sonnet number 18, the poet William Shakespeare brought a deviation. In up to 17, 1 to 17, those sonnets are called procreation sonnets. And sonnet number 18, he brought a change in attitude in presenting love and immortality, to immortalize his love. But up to 17, the theme was different. But whatever, 1 to 126 sonnets have been addressed to a young friend, 127 to 152 sonnets are addressed to dark lady, and 153 to 154 to Roman god Cupid. And less 37 dramas are there, and 37 dramas already we have read in class 11. Already I have said you that you have read there in story form Macbeth, King Lear, As You Like It, Othello, all these. But before that, what is sonnet? Sonnet is a poem of 40 lines. 14 lines. 14 লাইনের কবিতা. But the word sonnet, this term has been derived from sonetto, means a song. So, and it was developed in Elizabethan period, 13th century. But it was modified by Petrarch. And Petrarch, Latin poet Petrarch drew a deviation from the conventional form. His sonnets, Petrarchian sonnets, also contains 14 lines, but the deviation is that first 8 lines are called octave and the last 6 lines called sestet. Shakespeare brought a change from that deviation, from that conventional deviation. He drew 3 quatrains and a couplet. Each quatrain consists of 4 lines. Quatrains, quatrain and a couplet. And rhyme scheme is, in Petrarchian sonnet, if you find rhyme scheme ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE, but in Shakespearean sonnet ABAB, ABAB, CD, GG. In this way, or ABAB, ABAB, EF, GG, you may say so. So, in Shakespeare sonnet, we find the rhyme scheme 3 quatrains and a couplet. This is the rhyme scheme. ABAB, ABAB, EF, GG. So, let's come to sonnet number 18. The sonnet number 18 is about how to immortalize his young friend. The poet wants to immortalize his young friend through his verse. He says that every beautiful object is destined to death and destruction, and it has been predestined. But the poet William Shakespeare wants to immortalize his friend's beauty, his friend's youthful vigor and beauty, through his verse, through his sonnets. So this sonnet contains this theme. What the poet wants to do here? The poet wants to immortalize. Let's read. Shakespeare wrote 154 sonnets. Shakespearean sonnets has 14 lines ending in a rhymed couplet. GG, jeta bollam. In this poem, Shakespeare inquires into the theme of destruction brought by time. Time, everything is devoured by time. But eternal quality, the poet wants that through his art, he will immortalize his friend's beauty. Nothing can destroy his verse, and the ravages of time will be paralyzed there. Eternal quality of art will transcend the ravages of time. So now start the poem. Before that, one thing we should say. Here is a controversy. Some say these sonnets are addressed to Mr. W.H. And who is that W.H.? And there is a controversy with that among the critics. William Herbert. Some say that this sonnet number 18 is addressed to William Herbert, Earl of Pembroke, and some say that it is Henry Wriothesley, Earl of Southampton. So there is a controversy, and these two guys were patrons of Shakespeare. So here is a controversy. But here is also another controversy. The Earl, on those days, Earl could not be mentioned as Mr. But whatever Mr. W.H., it is written that these sonnets are addressed to Mr. W.H. So we do not go into that controversy. We must say that these sonnets are addressed to Mr. W.H., a young friend. So let's start the poem. Sonnet number 18, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? And in the next video, I shall start. So follow this video, the line by line analysis of the poem Sonnet number 18 by William Shakespeare. So watch this video for introduction, because it will be too lengthy if I continue this video. So on the next part, I shall analyze the line by line and go into the details of the poem. Okay, thank you. Stay home.